Hello everyone, my name is Domino. Welcome back to Dark Souls 1. So, this is not exactly where we left off. I have gone back to the bonfire to restore our Estus and cleared out a couple silver knights from this room to show you some chests. Are they important? I forget. No, not really. Just the silver knight armor set. Which is fine if you like cosplay. Passion Souls is the true endgame. And then down here we will find... that's this bit. Which means that back here should be the bonfire again. Yay! So, with shortcuts now fully open around here, I think we can make some progress. Back out into what you might consider the entrance hall to this cathedral. I think this is more of a cathedral than the undead church earlier. That was basically nothing compared to this. This is a grand old cathedral. It's got like little arches for no particular reason and a big old stained glass window. Now let's see. This rather obvious broken window leads down to something, I believe. But I can't 100% remember what. I believe it's a bow, like the great bow that they use. But that's, you know, obviously if I'm wrong, tell me so. And down here you'll notice that there are more of those giant guards, albeit slightly different. Because those ones are what you might call the elite royal guard. Silver knights aside. Pardon me, itchy nose. So there are only two of these guys down here, but unlike their slightly less shiny brethren, why am I going up here? This isn't the right way. They use miracles. Have I aggroed this one? Yeah, I have. Can you come up here? I forget. Yes, you can. But only that bit, apparently. Okay then, buddy. You know what, though? Now that I've just realised that there's no way through that wall, unlike the other side, that leads me to believe that you need to go through this broken window to... No, I'm wrong. Here it is. Okay, we'll check that out in a second. For now, let's do something crazy. Down the stairs, around this corner, and yes, you find that. Is it worth it? I can't remember. Yeah, it's the great bow and an arrow. Now, there is no way out of this. Unless you have a homeward bond. Unless I'm wrong, in which case, by all means, tell me. I'm probably wrong, there's probably a way you can get out there just fine. But, you know, we will skip back to the cathedral here. Aren't shortcuts magical? Now, as I recall, we did get an alarm from the Black Eye Orb last time. Should we try invading the world of the Firekeeper's killer? I think we should. Searching for World of the Guilty. Invading World of the Guilty and Spirit of Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman. I'm not, but, you know. Seemed appropriate. So who is it? My goodness, it looks like... Yes, it is. It's that Lautrec bastard. Lautrec, you shit. Looks different when it's kind of empty. Why does he have friends? Who knows? Hey. Hey. Lautrec, buddy, pal, fella, chap, friend. Ah, God. Yeah, well, shut up. Shut up, Lord Jack, you're a nerd. Ooh, that didn't work at all. Ow. Christ. So yeah, this encounter is not particularly fair, friendly, or fun. But he needs to die, otherwise we will not get our sweet Firekeeper back. That sweet Firekeeper who literally hasn't said a word to us because she can't say a word to us because she has no tongue. Let's try that again. Fucking magic. He's gonna kill me. Fuck off. You're dead now. Yes, but so am I. Whatever, target destroyed. It's fine. The guilty pay the price, returning with souvenir of reprisal. Did that work or not? I got the souvenir. Hey, Firekeeper sold a ring of favour and protection and some humanity. Splendid. So the Firekeeper soul I could use to enhance my Estus flask, but I think we will use it for better purposes. The ring of favour and protection boosts HP, stamina and equipment load, but breaks if you take it off. A ring symbolising the favour and protection of the goddess Fina, known in legend to possess fateful beauty. Boosts its wearer's HP, stamina and equipment load, but breaks if ever removed. So if you equip it, you can no longer unequip it. I don't think we're going to equip it just yet. For now, I think we're going to level up, and I'll see you back at the cathedral again, only this time with less Lordtrick. And here we are again. Aren't you glad Lordtrick's dead? Lordtrick, slightly more dangerous than the Iron Golem, who had the original record of things that were making me die over and over. So down here, we will find another giant, my goodness. But this fellow is friendly. Sure. No weapons capable of ascension though. I'll reinforce this because I want to do something with it later, if possible. Prepare my stuff because you can do that too. Purchase item. Titanite shards, green Titanite shards. Giant weapons. Weapons? Why am I super freaking? Bolts and arrows. Giant's gear. No talk? Forge, very good. You help anytime. Thank you. That's jolly nice of you. Weapons, the armour, yeah. Modify equipment, which probably ascension. That's fine. Combat sword. I guess I will. For now though, let's go deal with these guys and their infinite gangliness. You know, the thing that I don't get is why they also help you get up here. Like, surely they're either supposed to be checking new chosen undead in, or they're supposed to be keeping them away. What is the point of both? Like, I guess you could argue that maybe they're here to challenge the chosen undead like everything else before them. But it just seems so unnecessary. Let's open this up, create a shortcut between this space, and there's an item down there, which I want. Is it any good? I don't remember, but we can but find out. It's probably a soul. Most things that are out in the open are just souls. Not that souls aren't important, souls are very useful. Game is called Dark Souls after all. Let's not. Fortunately, these guys have like next to no poise, so if you're close enough you can snap them out of every attack they've got. Or at least it looks that way. I think it's that way. Maybe there's an attack in there that I haven't seen. Let's It's not entirely unreasonable. Ouch. Of course, getting close to them enough to hit would be helpful. Fuck off. A Titanite junk, that's alright actually. Is there anything to the side? I feel like somewhere there is. No? Maybe it's the other side and I forgot to go check it out. Check it out. I don't know, maybe there is something in there, maybe somebody shouted at me in the comments about it. But for now, I think we will engage the giants here and make some progress. So now that we're back here, it's probably more reasonable for the sake of time and not having to fight through a bunch of annoying guys on the way. Since giants are fairly slow, you can outrun them. I'm probably going to rest the bonfire down here. Obviously I will cut out any running back and forth since we are about to fight a boss. Or rather, bosses. Those of you who know what's coming, and oh boy, it's going to be fun. Those of you who don't, well, you know, just enjoy. Enjoy suffering. So, while I was at the bonfire, I did burn the extra souls I'd found. I leveled up a couple times. Because now we have the wonderful distinction of fighting the boss of Analondo. Boss is. Anyways, let's have a look-see. Here in this lovely chamber, we're introduced to this large gentleman. And this also large, but less large than the other large gentleman. These two are Dragon Slayer Ornstein and Executioner Smo, whatever the hell you pronounce it as, because nobody knows. Blimey, calm down. Ouch. So you can see why this is regarded as the worst fight in the entire game by a lot of people. Surely. Already, despite it being very little time passing. Obviously I am already being backed into a corner. Fuck off, Ornstein, you're a punk. You're actually not, you're super cool, but fighting me 2-on-1 is mean. Like, seriously, you know, could you not fight like gentlemen? Obviously, most of the trouble here comes from the fact that their attack speeds and timing are very different to each other. Smo is massive and heavy, Ornstein is quick and agile. So having to fight both of them at once can be utterly ruinous to your day and mood. And, like I've been preaching since, I think, the start of the LP, the key is patience. Don't get too greedy, don't get too accustomed to fighting one while one is out of your eyesight. And exploit everything you can. In this case, the geometry. Smo gets stuck on a lot of this stuff, therefore you don't have to deal with it. You'll also note that in spite of my slight barrage there, Ornstein has only taken, I don't know, a fifth if we're generous of his health. Strike where possible. Drop your shield to conserve stamina. And fight smart. Now, here's something else you need to know. Do not try and kill them both at the same time. That will not work. Why? People who played Souls will know, people who haven't will need to know. Fucking hell, that was a fucking grim. That when one dies, the other will be restored to full health with additional powers. Now, that can be Smo or it can be Ornstein, but Ornstein first is the easier, in my opinion, of the two options. I dread to think how much Smo's hammer is going to take out of my stamina at the moment. Also weird to note is that Smo actually seems to make the same kind of noises, or at least a similar kind, that the mimics do, which is strange now that I think about it. That's not something I've ever noticed before. It could be Ornstein, but I don't know, it seems to be in touch with Smo's movement. So, for now, Ornstein is coming up on about half. Apologies if I don't find much to talk about right now, but this requires a great deal of concentration. And you know, concentration and you know what, it's just concentration. I need concentration. That's the wall, don't go that way. Yeah, see, when Smo comes off of that big jumping smash, he seems to make a weird mimic noise, and that's strange. That was very carefully timed. Oh yes, kaboom. Now, you might say that this is exploitative and unfair, given that, you know, it's not something that the enemy has been particularly well programmed to deal with. But I would argue, fuck off, this is Dark Souls, okay? Dark Souls is not a game where you can get away without making this kind of ouch. Fuck. This kind of changed your general way of playing video games. Dark Souls is harsh and unforgiving. Therefore, wherever possible, seek advantage. Ooh, that was way too close. They're being caught in a weird space at the moment. It would be nice if they could damage each other, wouldn't it? But of course if they could, then Ornstein would have been annihilated right there. Patience, dear friends. Patience. Oh no. Shit, 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 shit. No! Fucking Ornstein. Fuck. The major mistake I made there was trying to dodge that lightning bolt instead of blocking it. So, let's see if we can't get away with a little... Yep. Hey. You'll notice I didn't go immediately for my souls. That would, I feel, have been a mistake. Had I been blocking, I might have been able to survive that other hit from them as well. Oh well. Live and learn. Already know. Managed to hit them anyways. So yeah, when there's two of them, exploit the geometry as much as you can. Geometry? Geography? One of those two. It's probably geography. Yeah, I can block Snow's swings, but obviously he is a giant thundering monster of a human being. So, doing so is not advisable. And it does look like Ornstein's lightning comes in two forms. It comes in slow and heavy, and it comes in fast and light. Much like him and Smo. Interestingly. Ow. Ornstein's down. Okay. We made some progress. Attempt number 2, Ornstein down. That's not bad. Now, the question is whether or not we can manage to keep up our momentum now that Smo has become imbued with the power of lightning. Oh boy. We've won the battle, but the war rages on. I am still finding my confidence a bit in this fight. It's only the second attempt. It's going quite well. To be perfectly honest, I usually always use Solaire because you can summon him for this fight. I always use him as a distraction for Smo while I fight Ornstein. But since I gave myself the little rule for the playthrough that I would try and do as much of it solo as possible, that's how I'm doing it. Range on that swing, not as bad as you might initially think. For now though, let's back away from that one and take him over here. Purely to find my better footing. Let's get him all around. It has such a big, like, effect. Like, see, it reaches, like, all the way out to there, but that's still considered safe space. Fuck you! Soul of Smo. Oh, wow. 2 goes. I'm quite pleased with that, even if it did take a fucking long time, for which I do apologise. Oh. You will notice also that we picked up the soul of Smo, but not the soul of Ornstein, and that is because, depending on who you kill last, affects whose soul you pick up. So you can only get one of their souls per playthrough. Soul of Smo the Executioner, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anolondo. Special beings with special souls use the souls of the serially gleeful executioner to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Who will give us that unique weapon, you ask? The giant blacksmith we met earlier. Once some criteria has been fulfilled, then I will show you what we did this horrible fight for in the next episode. See you there.